Imagine holding the most powerful computer in the world in the palm of one hand. No, I'm not talking about your iPhone, and I'm definitely not talking about those bulky laptops we've been forced to carry for a decade. I'm talking about a ghost in the machine, a device that Apple kept in the shadows for years, waiting for the technology to finally catch up to the vision. Today, the wait is officially over. The iPad Mini 8 isn't just a refresh. It is a total reimagining of what mobile computing is supposed to be. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. If you're watching this, you're likely part of a specific group. You're the person who finds the iPad Pro too heavy to read in bed, but finds the iPhone too small to actually get real work done. You've been stuck in the middle, waiting for Apple to stop treating the Mini like a secondary hobby and start treating it like the powerhouse it deserves to be. Well, the leaked schematics are out, the supply chain in Asia is screaming, and the benchmarks we're seeing for the internal silicon are frankly terrifying for the competition. Before we dive into the guts of this beast, let's address the elephant in the room. Why now? Why did Apple skip the incremental updates and go straight for a design that looks like it stepped out of a science fiction movie? It's because the silicon gap has finally closed. For the first time, the iPad Mini 8 is parity matched with the high-end MacBooks. We are looking at an M-series chip, specifically a binned version of the M4 or even early M5 architecture, shoved into a chassis that weighs less than a cup of coffee. Think about that for a second. The same power that professional video editors use to render 8K footage is now sitting in your cargo pants pocket. But power is nothing without a window to see it through. The display on the Mini 8 is the single biggest jump in screen technology since the introduction of Retina. We've heard the complaints about jelly scrolling and the 60 Hz limitations of the past. Apple didn't just fix it, they annihilated the problem. We are looking at a tandem OLED ProMotion display. That means 120 Hz fluid motion, black so deep they look like the screen is turned off, and a peak brightness that will let you work on a beach in the middle of a California summer without squinting once. But here is where it gets interesting, and where most people are missing the point. The iPad Mini 8 isn't being marketed as a tablet. It's being positioned as the ultimate AI hub. With the integration of Apple Intelligence at a hardware level, this device is designed to be your personal agent. It's small enough to be everywhere you are, and powerful enough to process your entire life in real time. Whether you're a pilot using it for flight charts, a surgeon reviewing 3D scans, or a gamer who wants the ultimate portable console, the Mini 8 is the only device that fits every single one of those lives perfectly. Let's talk about the design language. Apple has shaved the bezels down to the absolute limit. It's almost an edge-to-edge experience now, making the screen feel significantly larger than the footprint suggests. They've moved the front-facing camera to the landscape edge, finally admitting that even on a small tablet, we spend our lives in video calls. And the chassis? It's using the new Grade 5 titanium alloy we saw on the Pro iPhones. It's lighter, it's tougher, and it feels like a piece of jewelry rather than a piece of plastic. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is the battery going to last more than 4 hours with all that power? This is where the engineering magic happens. By using the new stacked battery technology borrowed from the electric vehicle industry, Apple has managed to increase energy density by 20%